Today we're going to review Front Range Nuclear Services, a full-service nuclear medicine company. We'll start by reviewing the website. Start by opening up your favorite web browser service. In this case, we're using Internet Explorer. And type in www.frnsinc.com in the address bar and hit enter. And this is the home page that you'll see. Once logged in, you'll be at the home page of Front Range Nuclear Services, which provides some basic information about the company and why Front Range Nuclear Services is the right solution for you. We're going to quickly go through some of these tabs and spend more time on those that are most important. The next tab is News. This is where you can read a little bit about what Front Range Nuclear Services has done in the past. And on the About Us tabs, where you can learn more about the company itself, its history, its mission, vision, and values, and other helpful information. Let's take a look at what Front Range Nuclear Services does for a living by clicking on the Imaging tab. In the Imaging tab, you'll have a basic outline of what nuclear medicine is, how it works, and other helpful information as well. But most importantly on this page, you'll notice on the right side of the screen a drop-down menu that says Select Study, and that's where we're going to go next. By clicking on the drop-down menu, you see a number of nuclear medicine studies that Front Range Nuclear Services provides. Let's take a look at a couple of examples. Scroll down to Total Body Bone, for example. Once it opens, you'll have a basic overview of the total body bone study itself, indications, a study description, how long the exam takes, and patient preparation. You'll have these same categories of information for all of these different studies. Let's take a look at myocardial perfusion. Myocardial perfusion, also known as MPI study, also has all the same information: overview, indications, description of the study, but gives other pertinent information as well about the stress portion of the test, whether by treadmill or adenosine. Also gives examination times and patient preparation. Now you can see that this information can be very helpful for hospital personnel as well as the patient, even scheduling personnel, so they know how long these studies might take. Let's look at one more. Once again, you see the categories of the same types of information. Let's continue with the website. Under the Services tab, you'll find information about the different types of solutions that Front Range Nuclear Services provides. With mobile services, Front Range Nuclear Services provides a fully equipped and staffed custom semi-trailer that can be taken to a number of different hospitals to provide full-service nuclear medicine at that facility. They currently serve Colorado, Nebraska, Kansas, and Wyoming, and always looking for other opportunities. Under the Fixed Site tab, you'll see our fixed site solutions. Front Range Nuclear Services has several hospitals where they fully equip and staff a full-service nuclear medicine office right there within their hospital. You'll also find marketing solutions. And under this tab, you'll notice there are 3 different types of trifold brochures that can be easily printed and placed within your waiting room or handed out to patients as well as physicians for more information regarding those studies. We also have an award-winning radiation safety officer on staff that may be able to provide some assistance as necessary. You'll find a MedView tab up on the top menu bar. When you click on MedView, it gives a general overview of what MedView is. MedView is a web-based viewing solution for our physicians, and we provide this at no charge for current customers. MedView allows a physician to log on by using their own individual login and password to view their patient images from any web-connected PC. That way they're no longer confined to a PACS viewing station for certain imaging. Within this tab, you'll find a user guide, which is a simple step-by-step user guide that tells you how to set up MedView. You'll also find a quick start guide. This will open up a PDF file that can be easily printed and placed next to your viewing station. It gives you all the basic click functions on how to operate the MedView software. But let's get into MedView and take a look around a little bit. As I said before, each physician will have their own username and password, but we're going to use the demonstration page by typing in demo and in the password demo and click login. You'll see the left side of the screen populated by a number of different patients. Now obviously patients' names have been changed for these sample images. Let's take a look at patient 13. You move your cursor over the patient name that the physician wants to review. Once you click on the patient, you'll see the center of the screen being populated by a number of different types of reports. We'll start from the top. MedView Services uses Java to load motion or gated imaging. Once the gated imaging has loaded, there's a number of different functions that WebView provides, such as windowing, leveling, freeze frame and restart of motion images, and clicking through each slice one at a time. By moving the cursor to the upper images, you can change color palettes by simply clicking the mouse. And again, all these functions are outlined in the user guide. Windowing and leveling is also available. Let's restart these images. Let's take a look through some of the other images. Once again, using JavaScript. And as you can see, this is an easy way for a physician to view their patient images from any web-connected PC with their own individual logon and password. And again, simple click functions. Let's go back to the main page. So we just reviewed MedView. Some other helpful information is how to get in contact with Front Range Nuclear Services. That's available through the Contact Us tab on their main page. You'll see the address, phone numbers, fax numbers, and an email that gets directly to company officers. This is also a place where customers can provide feedback and patients can provide a survey. The last part of the website we'd like to show you is located in the upper right-hand corner of the main page. It's titled Hospital Login. Each hospital will have their own individual username and password, and once they log in, they'll be able to find a whole host of very useful information, especially during those times when they're getting prepared for inspection. They'll find information such as employee CPR credentials, employee nuclear medicine license credentials, as well as radioactive materials licenses. Let's wrap up the video with a cost-effectiveness study that was done regarding myocardial perfusion imaging. Some of the information that we were able to find under a Google search was very interesting. The very first hit from a Google search regarding the cost-effectiveness of myocardial perfusion imaging produced this report by the American Society of Nuclear Cardiology. Cardinal Health produced an executive summary of this report where they state that SPECT is cost-effective when compared with other diagnostic modalities. They go on to say that that is especially true in patients who clinically present with an intermediate risk of CAD. They also say that when compared to stress echo, SPECT is more cost-effective because it's more accurate. This is very helpful information for those hospitals who might be trying to decide whether or not myocardial perfusion imaging is right for them. Front Range Nuclear Services would like to thank you for reviewing this video. You may contact us through our website at www.frnsinc.com.